Hello. Since December 31st, 2016, U.S. forces in Afghanistan that we are concerned of, ISIS Caliphate, and the rest of the considerations and concern with the Department of Defense have been brought under the control of the U.S. government. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and I-6 has been exterminated. A number of cleanup operations are ensuing in Syria, Manoj, Syria, area formerly known as Manbij, Syria, to secure the area, and that is being done by YPG forces and local nationals. It is truly concerning that I will have to make an announcement of this effect. Department of Defense personnel, DOD personnel. In any event, our campaign in the East was completely successful with the destruction of 3 regimental units and a armored brigade that had deserted from the Iraqi National Army and Republican Guard, as well as Iranian National Guard forces, secured the areas and held in place until U.S. forces proper were able to come to the scene, as well as Saudi defense forces, true Saudi defense forces, myself amongst them. Allah Skandar Akbar. So, Senate, as president of the Senate and leader of the majority, it is incumbent upon me to order that certain actions be taken at this point in time. Democratic resistance is non-consequential in that programs have been authorized and funded through other sources. Taxpayer funds will be directed toward taxpayer programs in their individual regions or states. A number of Democratic individuals that were elected to Senate and representational positions had been, so I say, now no longer in their offices, and a conglomeration of the states had agreed to be represented by me, and those states are properly listed. Therefore, we should move forward with our agenda. Areas of concern: the national security emergency addressed at the border is just that, is an emergency. If you find your borders unsecured, and not only illegal immigration, but illegal activities being conducted on your border that would be detrimental to your populations and your food and water supplies. So I don't think you would want that situation to persist. It is not a military operational declaration. It is a national security and quite frankly, a field sanitation issue. So as we continue to progress in our South American assisted programs, we will plan our mid-region regrouping in both of the areas, SEC area as well as Nicaragua and the other areas of concern. But once again, our political campaign was successful. We will run in 2020 because we have an agenda that we have not completed, and it is totally necessary for us to continue to be successful as a nation and a species. Military commands that assist civilian infrastructure, cabinet level positions are already in their appropriate positions to advise these cabinet level officials. my Arkansas senatorial representatives that are currently in my office positions, as well as Wayne County, Pulaski County, Monroe County, Lee, St. Francis, Phillip, Washtenaw, so on. Wayne, Jackson, Marquette, Oswego, Woodruff, Craighead. All counties involved need to promptly report to their House representative and insist that they move forward with our pay as well as the obligations that they have pending. So once again, this is a victory speech. I'm number 34 from Alabama. We won in Indiana. Alaska is expected to report with cash. Germany is expected to report with cash. The UN payments have been sent, and I've been notified that they have been received, but we have not received them yet, and we are expecting them now. I have 3 notifications that the payments have been sent and received in New York NYC Tracks, so Tracking Association, and TRIPO repossessions to recovery lost and stolen properties. In any event, once again, I'd like to declare total victory. We have destroyed our governmental opposition here. I like to make a particular notice to Abu Sayyaf in the Philippines in the Judsonia region. Subpac 7. SEAL supports you and supports your personnel. And we will always be here to support those of you who fight for your freedom and love their freedom. Guyanese, Panamanian, Nicaraguan, Salvadoran, and all of our South American partners, we look forward to whatever blessings that you can provide us. And we look forward to meeting with you in a peaceful surrounding. We don't want to have it like they did the last time we were at Bohemian Grove, a place of peace, a place of Islam. But instead they turned it to a place of slaughter and bloodshed, which they will never be allowed to do again. And our home, and my personal home, my personal property, on our reservation, where I had sworn to you that I will never commit violence against you in my reservation. It was always a place of discussion and relaxation. Bohemian Grove, Arkansas, World Kung Fu Federation. I would just say Jiu-Jitsu, so that we have acknowledged our wins throughout the world. And also my retirement, Mr. Hope from Forest City. And I hope that we all know who we all are. Hayes. And I'd like to thank everybody, all of the Sudanese delegation, Coca-Cola, Pop Crew, Pepsi, Pop Crew, above all, Sprite. We look around every day and see the beautiful sunlight and the blessings that we share in, and we want to continue that. So once again, I'd like to congratulate America for standing up and keeping herself free when so many nations are enslaved, and not just speaking literally, but physically enslaved. So we thank our greater power in nature for giving us the ability to understand that. Thank you, America, for giving me a chance to serve you and allowing it to serve me. Witnesses, love you, and everybody that work with us. Thank you. Thank you so much. What else do I have here that you need to see? Specialty rice. ISIL rice. These are reports. Chrome operating system. Vietnam, Mandiri, Bank of Mandiri, U.S. Treasury, reports. You may see all of our effective reports. Securities and Exchange, United States government. We don't have any more complaints other than our meeting for our next pay meeting is late. Thank you, and God bless America.